Where do you see this podcast going in 3 years' time?
What's the goal? Tell them.
To be the most famous man on the planet.
We'll come up.
Yeah. No, it's the same kind of goals. It relates back to our mission statement. We want to be. Firstly, at this stage, we're just trying to build credibility, and that's a reason why we've got you on. And we're trying to build credibility both like business wise, and then just in terms of mindset, how we see the world, our world views. To be honest, just to influence like younger people to take the right path, move in the right direction.
To be honest, one of the main motivators for me was seeing what's happening with you and your brother, because what they're doing to you, they've done it to so many people like Assange and stuff. They do this to fearmonger, show people if you go against the mainstream agenda, we will silence you, we will shame you. And I think it's right for us to stand up and show them that the same tactics they've been using for years is not working.
Yeah.
People are not scared to speak up anymore. They'll support whoever they want to support and speak up their mind. I think that's absolutely critical.
And I'm still not afraid to speak up.
Yeah, exactly.
I can take my mouth and run to the hills.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the good thing with you guys that like did a big thing after they canceled you. You guys got more famous. Yeah. They're doing all this psyop against you on mainstream media. They're saying all these lies, but everyone knows it's bullshit nowadays. They know it's all lies. You guys haven't done anything.
100%. They can't shut you down. Like especially once you start building an audience of people that really believe in you and trust you, they can't shut you down. That's why
the truth always gets out.
The truth. I feel like most people know the truth right now, and we're hoping to sort of shine the light on situations like that. Because I'm sure you guys haven't been the first, and you're definitely not going to be the last of actually having to go through this. So I think the more people you have being on the same page about this message and really understanding what's happening behind the scenes, the better effect it's going to have globally or just in general for society. And that's the goal. That's really the goal in the next 3 years, building that audience up, creating a community and speaking for those people as well that need a voice.
Yeah, and you need to keep your voice nice and loud because it changes. The narrative changes. So Julian Assange, the Julian Assange saga started when you guys were like 10 years old, 11 years old. I remember this. You guys were very young at the time. He was coming out against the military-industrial complex and against pointless wars. He was saying, look, wars in Afghanistan, wars in Iraq, these are pointless. They're based on lies. Here's some documents. So when a long time ago, speaking about the military-industrial complex and speaking about wars would get you in trouble and get you matrix attacked, essentially. Yeah. Now, telling young men to stand up and think for themselves and to, go to the gym and have children and embrace more traditional values, that gets you attacked. Yeah. So what's it going to be in 10 years' time, I mean, even things today like saying men can't get pregnant will get you canceled on a platform like YouTube. So the insanity is spiraling further and further down towards zero, where you can't even say
exactly. It's a death spiral.
Yeah, like it's very concerning the direction it's taking. Like they're trying to take it, so we have to do something about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but to give you some advice as young men who are starting off, because we've got 5-6 minutes left. Yeah. What I'd say is one. Don't be afraid of bragging and don't be afraid of showing your receipts. If business is going well and you buy yourself a new Ford Mustang or a nice car, don't be afraid to show off. Don't be afraid of telling people this is how I got it. This is the work that I do. If you make good progress in your fitness, don't be afraid of showing off and saying yes, this is what I look like now, but this is the reason. It's all based on hard work. And I'd say never ever base your message on hate. Base your message on common sense.
Yeah.
So when you're young, especially in your 20s, I mean, I'm glad that they weren't recording the things I was saying when I was 20 because I used to talk about shit. But so I'm probably glad I didn't have a podcast back then.
Yeah.
But never base your message on attacking anybody, and never base your worldview on attacking everybody. You have to understand that everybody in this world just wants to live a good life and they want to be happy, and some people are misguided. Always base everything that you do on positivity. And that's something that me and Andrew push as well. Yeah. It's crazy that because you'll get labeled as a man who hates women because you say I think that the thing that makes women happiest in the world is to have children and to have a family. This is a very normal,
same common sense.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but it's not based on hatred at all. I mean, I love women. I love women and respect women more than men. If you were to give me a random man and a random woman. In a hypothetical situation, like one of those jigsaw death traps, and say, Tristan, the man dies or the woman dies, and I don't know either of them. I choose the man to die because I think women are more precious than men. And I think that if that guy's a real man and he knows that's the choice, then he should accept that most people need to see that women are more precious than men.
Yeah.
So don't ever say anything that can be misconstrued as hatred.
Yeah.
Because me and my brother, back when social media was different, said lots of things that have been taken out of context. You've seen the famous machete.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
My brother was asked. My brother said he sleeps with a machete next to his bed, and then he was asked, "What would you do if you woke up in the middle of the night and your girlfriend was trying to kill you with the machete?" Yeah. And he said, "Well, I'd grab her by the face and I'd wave the machete at her and say whatever." So they cut the last bit off, and now the BBC purport to lie that if dinner isn't made on time, Andrew wants to wave a machete.
It's ridiculous.
But he's
It's
talking
stupid.
about self-defense. So be very, very careful the way you speak, and be very careful the way you word your arguments, and make sure that nothing can be taken out of context, because that's the way they're first going to get you if you get big enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair
Definitely.
enough.